Singer Madonna is home from the hospital after being intubated at a New York City hospital after being found unresponsive at a residence and rushed to the hospital on Saturday. Madonna's manager, Guy Osery, said she was admitted to the intensive care unit and that the pop idol had, quote, developed a serious bacterial infection, which led to a several-day stay in the ICU. He wrote that her health is improving, but she is still under medical care and a full recovery is expected. At this time, we will need to pause all commitments, which includes the tour.
She's now reportedly out of the ICU and is recovering in a regular ward of the hospital, the name of which has not been released. That's according to the New York Post. It reportedly remains unclear what form of bacterial infection she had actually developed. Good news that she's in better health.
Yeah,
so you gotta, people who work hard, they don't take their health seriously. You get sick, you think I can just pull through it, and then this can happen to anybody at any age.
Yeah, I mean, someone who has obviously received a huge number of awards and set all kinds of records with respect to music sales, has been an icon for decades and considered to be a real kind of counterculture trailblazer. Understandably, because of how controversial she's been in her creative career, there was some controversy surrounding the announcement of her having had this medical issue over the last day or so. A number of people came forward with various opinions about her appearance, the way plastic surgery allegations or fillers or whatever, what have you. I'm not a doctor. People who have taken issue with various political stances that she's made over the years. And then others, of course, who've pushed back and said that this is not the time to litigate substantively her career or her politics when she is in a critical condition at the time at the hospital. I think we do have some clips that kind of reflect the debate that's been going on online. Let's go to this clip first from Kathy Griffin, comedian, who was defending Madonna yesterday.
I don't know what's going on with Madonna. I don't know, but I love her and I want to defend her. I have never met her. I've seen her in concert, of course, because I'm a gay man. And I think she has provided the world with decades of music and entertainment, and Evita film performances. But I don't like how people are like already piling on and sort of making fun of her being obviously quite ill or collapsed and she'll be fine. We don't know anything yet. But I'm going to be honest, I think a lot of it is ageism and misogyny. Sorry, but, as a 62-year-old chick, I deal with it all the time, and she's freaking Madonna. So I don't care about her fillers. They're going to go away if she feels like it or not. I care about her health, and I'm glad she can go back on this tour. And the tour is the greatest hits, and she should be great.
I mean, I have to say, I'm scrolling through the Madonna tab on Twitter. I'm not seeing a lot of hate really being directed her way. I'm seeing a lot of skepticism about the cause of her illness and, wild, totally unconfirmed and unlikely to be true speculation that it had something to do with the vaccine. I'm not seeing a lot of people hating on her. I'm certainly not seeing anyone with any legitimacy hating on her. So it's, that's fine. I agree with you that we shouldn't just bully. I mean, I can't work up any negative feeling. I'm not the biggest Madonna fan of her music. I can't work up any negative feelings about her, really.
Yeah. Well, there definitely was a lot of commentary about her appearance yesterday, rightly or wrongly, and that's what Kathy Griffin was responding to. Kathy Griffin herself obviously has been a very controversial figure. One of the first, I think, real, genuine, high-profile cancellations that came after she did a parody
when she
video
had Trump's head
with Trump's severed head, for which many of her friends abandoned her. Anderson Cooper famously stopped contacting her, and she really did lose her career for a significant number of years, perhaps to date, because of that parody performance.
Turning on her.
Yeah, well, part of her, member of her own community, according to her, that joking clip.
Do we have another Madonna clip to play?
Yeah, I was just going to say that in addition to making fun of her looks, a significant portion of the pushback that I observed did have to do with her previous political positions, including this viral clip from the Women's March back in 2017. Let's take a look.
Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
I just want to say I do not hold Madonna responsible for her eliminationist rhetoric. It is not her fault that some people, the January 6ers, took her call to attack a federal building seriously. She should not be condemned for their actions that they took.
Yeah,
just
that's
saying.
Very gracious of you, Robby.
Yeah.
People were upset about that. Obviously, her history of adoption in Africa, all of these things have come under scrutiny over the years, and I saw all of it getting relitigated on the timeline yesterday. I do think it's quieted it down some, and people, ultimately, many other people, were taking the moment to remember all of the positive ways that she has impacted the culture over the years. We were talking before this segment about our favorite Madonna moments. You liked her early aughts resurgence.
Which should never come as a surprise to anyone. I like everything from the early aughts. Yeah, the Don't Tell Me song, kind of cowboy, chill vibes. That's the Madonna music that I appreciate the most.
I, a little bit older than you, Robby, really appreciated her cinema turn in a league of their own. I thought she did great. Rosie O'Donnell, Gina Davis, the whole cast is really terrific. And Madonna held her own in it. Well, not the star performance, but held her own in it for sure.
The thing I often think about with respect to Madonna is how her performance, her dance, her matter of dress was seen as so transgressive and risque, so revealing. Back in the early 90s or even before, whenever the time period of that was. Compared to today, that's like general audiences kind of compared to the barely clothed performances of female. I don't care. I'm not bringing a socially conservative.
It wasn't just that she was risque. I mean, there were risque people, and it was punk, and it was the 80s and all of that. But it was that she specifically used a lot of Catholic iconography as a Catholic, and was playing with religious themes in a way that was very upsetting to religious conservatives at the time.
Compare that to Unholy, that with the Kim Petras thing.
Sure.
It seems not at all offensive compared to that.
That's interesting.
I'm not saying it's offensive to me. I'm just...
If I recall correctly, in one of the videos, there is, I want to say, a naked black man on a cross. That was part of the issue.
Showing. This is how
this is what I'm trying to point to. It's not about nudity.
Yeah.
It's about doing things that people perceive to be disrespectful to the religion. So, Kim Petras, I don't think that she's especially risque. I don't think, there's only so many clothes you can take off. And people have been wearing bikinis since the 1960s. So generally speaking, I don't think that it's about being naked. When she's flouncing around on a stage and singing like a virgin, she's wearing, a short wedding dress, but a wedding dress. It's not that she's half naked. It's that she is subverting notions of the value of virginity and the value of marriage as an institution and the cherished nature of those cultural norms, flipping those on its head, specifically as I believe an Italian Catholic woman, using cross iconography and mixing it with these kind of gay cultural artifacts at the time was what was perceived to be a problem to so many people. And yes, I do think that Madonna walked so that Kim Petras could run, whatever you think about that.
Or could spin or could whatever she's doing.
Well, people were mad about Kim Petras' performance, one, because it's called Unholy and it's like the people who are concerned about Satan worship, and two, because she's trans.
I think my point is, it seems, I could be wrong, it seems wildly over the top. That kind of stuff all seems much more over the top than what was considered offensive in the Madonna days. Now that seems quaint and like you could show your grandparents and it would not seem out of place at all. But
we'll look at some videos in the break here and see if you still hold that opinion, because Madonna did a couple of things. All right.
Tomorrow on Rising, Jessica Burbank and Amber Athey will take the Rising host baton and have the latest news of the day for you.
Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss any content. And for those of you who prefer to listen while you're on the go, we are now available anywhere you listen to podcasts.
See you later.
Bye-bye.